Hi everyone, welcome back. So my name is Jen if you haven't been here before. Today I'm going to be taking on my favorite current houseplant trend, Never Have I Ever. I'm definitely going to be linking the original creators video down below along with all of the questions. And today I will be playing with a vodka sunrise, but make it virgin because it's 1 p.m. Even though, you know, we're all in quarantine, not going anywhere. So I could have added a splash. Just saying. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, the first question is, never have I ever killed a cactus. This is really good, actually. Take another sip. I've definitely killed a cactus. I've definitely killed multiple cactuses, and I still kill cactuses. I don't really do well with succulents and cactuses, or really anything that needs like really high bright light but needs like no water, because I like to water plants and it stresses me out when I don't get to water them. I currently have an elephant bush, which is not a cactus but a succulent, that is like on the verge of death because I think I underwatered it because I was scared of overwatering it, and then it was like dying, so then I overwatered it to like overcompensate for the fact that I didn't water it. Anyways, definitely have killed a cactus. Okay, the second question is, never have I ever took a plant cutting that was on the ground of a plant nursery. Nope, I've never done this. I think it's called prop lifting, when you take like pieces of succulents that are like naturally fallen off of like big box stores or whatever. I've never done it. I don't really like succulents, so I don't really like have an incentive to do it. And you know, plant cuttings don't like naturally ever really fall to the ground, and if you have to physically take it off the plant, that is stealing, so don't do it. Not cool. Okay, number 3, never have I ever spent more than $100 on one plant. I've definitely spent more than $100 on one plant. I think the one I talk about the most is over there. It's my philodendron pink princess. That one I did an unboxing of on my channel. Still by far the most expensive plant I've ever purchased. And then recently I acquired a philodendron melanochrysum cross varicosum. And that was more than $100, but it's a very pretty specimen. So I'll show it to you guys soon at some point, but it's over there and it's great. Okay, number 4, never have I ever bought a plant just because it was trending on Instagram. I'm definitely guilty of this. Let me show you. Ah, my hair. Alright, this is the offending plant. I think I've told this story before, but I used to like really not like variegated string of hearts or even like regular string of hearts. I used to think they're so overrated, and I never got it because they always looked like so tangled, which mine are currently tangled right now too, even though there's really not that much to tangle because there's only like 2 long strands. But yeah, because I'm always like, oh, they look so tangled and small, like I don't really get the appeal. So I never really got it. And then the first time I saw it at a local nursery, I was like, oh, like, do I buy it? Because, you know, like, it's the variegated string of hearts and it's at my local nursery, like I don't have to pay shipping for it. And so I bought it. And as it turns out, this is now one of my favorite plants. I think that my experiences of plants change a lot between like me seeing them, me buying them, and how much I enjoy growing them, because it's really important to me that I enjoy growing the plants that I have. Now it's like one of my favorite plants. I have a care video on variegated string of hearts if you are interested in watching that. But yeah, it's like definitely one of my favorite plants now, which is like crazy how that happens. Number 5, never have I ever met another plant tuber. I've never met another plant tuber. I think it's because most plant tubers are in like, or like groupings of plant tubers are usually in like bigger cities like LA or New York or whatever. So I don't really know of anyone else who lives in this general vicinity as me that makes plant YouTube content. If you live near me and you make plant YouTube content, let me know. I would love to meet up post quarantine. But yeah, I've met plant Instagrammers, if that counts, or I've met people who like have them started plant Instagrams. So that's really cool. Number 6. Never have I ever neglected a plant and purposefully let it die a slow death. I am actually like super guilty of this. I did it recently with my pink polka dot plant and my white polka dot plant. I hate those plants. They're so pretty, but there's like no way I can keep those pristine. They even were growing in my grow tent at one point, which is like 90% humidity, and they were still getting crispy edges. They wilt as soon as you underwater them. They wilt as soon as you overwater them. Like, they're too fussy for what they are, and I hate those plants. And another plant that I did this to that I'm like really not proud of is my goldfish plant, or my Colonia gloriosa. It was actually a very expensive plant, and I could not keep that thing happy. I think it just like needed, it was like a weird combination of needing less light than, I don't know, but I could not keep that thing happy. So that died a very slow death. Like, it died like dropping one very small fuzzy leaf at a time. Alright. Number 7. Never have I ever purchased a plant and then later regretted buying it. For sure. I think that one, the one I was just talking about, the goldfish plant, I immediately regretted buying it because it was expensive, and it was one of the first expensive plants I bought, and I could not keep that thing happy, and so I was like really regretting it because it was like a good chunk of cash. Otherwise, I don't really regret a lot of plant purchases. I don't really think there's really anything else that I really regret buying. I also went through a phase where I was really obsessed with Facebook purges, and those things you have to buy on impulse or else you're just like not going to get the plant. And I was buying a lot of plants, and I think that I should have been more selective about the plants I was buying, because some of the plants came in like not great condition or just like very small specimens, and I feel like I should have, you know, been more picky about it and bought just like larger plants in general versus like cuttings, because cuttings, it's very like hit or miss. Like, some of them ship really well, so then they're fine, but then some of them ship really poorly, and because they don't have roots, they just like die immediately. I also bought like some wet sticks from those purges, which means like no roots, no leaf, like they're just like a stem and a node. And my success rate with wet sticks right now is probably like less than 50%. So I definitely lost like some cash doing that. So buyers beware. Okay, number 8. Never have I ever bargained with a plant seller on a sale of a plant. I've never done this. I don't think it's good practice to do this unless, and this is like the only unless you're buying like a lot of plants. And by a lot of plants, I mean like 3 or 4 plants. And so then I feel like then it's okay to ask if maybe they would be happy to give you like a group discount because you're buying a lot of plants. Usually if people are buying plants from me, if they buy like 3 or 4 plants, I'm more than happy to give them a group discount. But other than that, if you're buying like 1 plant, I think it's really annoying to ask for a discount, because, you know, like obviously that person has put in a lot of time and resources and knowledge to be able to keep that plant alive or to propagate it or to whatever, right? I don't know. I think it's tacky to like be like, oh, your plants are too expensive, so sell it for me for less. And I feel like there's like a little bit of entitlement that goes with it. That's just like not cute. Alright, number 9, never have I ever killed a rare plant. I don't think I've killed a rare plant. I also don't own a lot of rare plants, and all the rare plants I own, I baby them, so I don't think I've ever killed one, no. Number 10, never have I ever traveled over an hour to shop and visit a plant nursery. I've never done it to shop at a plant nursery, I don't think. I'm gonna take half a sip because I have driven, or I made my brother drive me to Davis, which is about like 45 minutes away from where I live, to pick up a plant. So like 45 minutes there and 45 minutes back. But luckily, I have a lot of great, like really great local nurseries within like 20 minutes driving distance from my house. So I've never had to drive that far for plants, but yeah. Number 11, never have I ever bought a plant that was so large I could barely fit it in my car. I don't think I've done this. I think the largest plant I currently own is my fiddle leaf fig, and I didn't have any issues fitting that into my car when I bought it. It has grown since then, so like if I were to like sell it now, I feel like the person who buys it might have like kind of an issue trying to fit it into their car, but not really. Like my monstera now, which is quite big, was not that big at all when I bought it. So yeah, no, that's never happened to me. Number 12, never have I ever showered with my plants. Ooh, definitely taking a sip. I'm very guilty of this. I used to do this a lot. I used to not own humidifiers, so like especially when I first got my philodendron Birkin, I used to bring that into the bathroom with me all the time because I didn't own a humidifier, and it was like the first rare plant I ever got, and so I would definitely bring it in there like every night when I showered for the added humidity. It was great though. It definitely liked it. That plant definitely likes humidity, so highly recommend. Now I don't really do it anymore because my bathroom doesn't have a window and I tend to forget the plants in there, and so yeah, and now like I own humidifiers, so I don't really feel the need to do that. Okay, so number 13, never have I ever went on a no plant buy and it was successful. Cheers! I've definitely done this, and it's actually like right now. So the last plant I bought was my philodendron burgundy princess from Gabriella Plants, which I did an unboxing on, which I also have chopped since I did that unboxing. I didn't film it because I did it like really late one night because I just like, you know, like sometimes when you just feel the need to like chop up your plants. I was having one of those days. And so I chopped it really late one night, so I didn't film it. But the sections where I cut are all rooting up very beautifully. I'll show you soon. I'm gonna do a plant update soon, so I will show you soon. The bottom section, like the section I left, has not developed a new growth point yet, but that was the last plant I bought, and I bought that mid-March. And today is, what's today? Today is April 29th, so it's been about 6 weeks since I last bought a plant. And I told myself when I bought that Burgundy Princess that was going to be my last plant for a month because I was buying a lot of plants in March, and I like really needed to just like control myself, and so I stopped for a month. And then since then I did put up one ISO post on a Facebook purge group, and I did one trade, but I technically have not bought a plant yet. And really the only reason I haven't bought a plant is because of like COVID and how there are so many shipping delays, so I'm like kind of scared to buy a plant. But I'm definitely ready, like emotionally, to buy a plant, if that makes sense. I really want a philodendron melanochrysum, like a big one though, and I really want a philodendron El Choco red. Those are kind of like my top two right now that I'm looking for, and I'm looking for kind of like nice big specimens. Number 14, never have I ever gotten a plant for free. Have I? Oh, I have! Yeah! Yes, I've definitely gotten plants for free. My friend very kindly, Mintage Plants, very kindly said to me 3 plants for free. I did a video on it. 2 Mandula pothos and a Cebu Blue. She was very kind. She sent me like very large plants. The Cebu Blue is doing fantastic. I've repotted it since, and it's putting out new growth like left and right. One of the Mandula pothos is also doing fantastic. It was in my last video, which is like my relaxing plant care video. That one's doing great. The third Mandula pothos is doing very poorly, and I think it's my fault because when I repotted that one, I put it in a clay pot because I didn't have any like properly sized plastic pot. But the thing is that I think that plant might be my only plant. No, I have 2 plants in terracotta. That one and my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, but my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma really needs to be in a clay pot. And my Mandula pothos does not need to be in a clay pot, so it always looks like it's dying because I underwater that plant so much because it needs to be watered like 3 times more than all my other plants. So yeah, I think I'm gonna repot that one soon. I might convert it to leca. We'll see. But yeah, I've definitely received a free plant. Number 15, never have I ever bought a plant as a gift for someone else but then decided to keep it for myself. So I bought my mom asked for a Hoya carrii. She just wanted like a single leaf one. So she asked for one and I bought it for her and she's just like never took it. So it's like still in my room. It's technically her plant, but it's still in my room and I take care of it. So I guess it's my plant. So technically I've kept it. Number 16, never have I ever sold a plant online. I've definitely done this. If you want to check out my Etsy store, I have an Etsy store. There's not really anything on it right now because I'm scared to ship plants because of all the delays, but I am putting up plants like periodically. And then I also sell in Facebook purges. I might do a Facebook purge soon, or I might just list them on my Etsy store because I'm redoing my plant room, which will be probably not the next video, but probably the video after the next video. And so I'm rearranging and I'm like reassessing like which plant brings me joy and which plant doesn't, because there's really no point on keeping plants that don't bring you joy. And I feel like my collection has gotten like a little too big, like a little too out of control. So we need to purge some of them and keep that number down a little bit. Alright, number 17, never have I ever delete mean or inappropriate comments on YouTube. I don't do that. I do moderate my comments, but I've never deleted a comment. I thankfully don't really get like a lot of mean comments. I've gotten only like 1 or 2 snarky comments like ever, and I didn't delete them. I left them because they weren't like offensive. They were just like a little bit attitudey, you know? Number 18, never have I ever bought a plant with the intent of propagating its cuttings for sale. I definitely use that as a way to justify buying like very expensive plants. I have sold cuttings of my Melanochrysum ex verrucosum because I've already taken cuttings off of that. I think that's the only like rare one that I've done that to. Yeah, but yeah, I definitely use that as a way of like justifying like spending a lot of money on a plant, because some of these plants are a lot of money. So I think that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Number 19, never have I ever went to a big box store and not gone to the garden center. Oh, I have recently. Oh no, I almost had my drink. I have recently, because I was redoing my, I'm redoing my plant room right now. I keep talking about that, but I am. And I needed to pick up something and they wouldn't deliver it. They said I had to go pick it up in store. So I did an online order for pickup and I didn't go in. I just went straight to the online order pickup area and picked up my item. Because, you know, like, we're really not yeah, because we're really not supposed to be, like, going out right now. And plants are not essential. So I decided not to. So yeah, but I'm proud of myself. That was, I think, the only time that has ever happened. Alright, last question, number 20. Never have I ever met some of my followers in person. Definitely done that. And they're not really like my followers, you know, it's just like my friends and my plant friends. I definitely don't consider like people to be like my followers. It's not like I have like tens of millions of like fans, you know, they're just like plant people who have the same interests as me, who live near me, and so we're plant friends. So yeah, I've totally done that. Alright, those are all of the questions. I have finished my drink. My foot is asleep because I was sitting on it this entire time. So I am going to be going now. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Bye!